Well, boys, it was a good run with some of these builds, one of these farms, and an archetype. Hopefully, you enjoyed playing all of this, having fun with them, because in 3.23, in my opinion, this shit is gone. I say the following because it's what I think GGG will balance, not what I think they should. So you can't even be mad at me in the YouTube comments because these are just what I think they'll do. Okay, it's not my opinion, haha. This is my guess for the 3.23 scope being quite ambitious, according to GGG's announcement back in the December events. We've been giving tons of criticism on no balance changes for quite a few leagues, man. You know, geez, man, it's been like, what, a year we've been giving that criticism? I get it. ExileCon, PoE2, blah, blah, blah. This is the league for it, in my opinion. This is where I think they'll flip the table on us and remove all of our game pieces. And maybe change the game that we're playing a little bit. Anyways, first up, number one is going to be Lightning Arrow or Bow League starters in general. Guys, I get it. Yeah, bows are fun, okay? Playing a Deadeye, popping Berserk, running around, killing the whole screen. It's great, of course. But when a bow build is a meta league starter, you get to a point where you're trolling if you play anything other than the meta bow build. And I believe Lightning Arrow is at that place. The plan right now is boot up Lightning Arrow, blast straight to tier 16s, blast until you can play Tornado Shot, and blast until you're done with the league. That is the recipe and the formula that most juiced players will be following in meta of Path of Exile. Now, meta bow builds, they destroy everything on the screen. They do enough damage to destroy bosses. They're the fastest farmers in the game. Guys, come on. No king rules forever. That was kind of a free one though, if you're being honest with yourself, okay? Number two, this is not a build or a unique, but it's another one where if you're honest with yourself, okay, the next thing that's gonna get nerfed will be Sanctum farming. It's just too fucking good. You make insane divines per hour. You're bulk buying items so easily for this farm, and they cost almost nothing because of how many are dropping. And it's the only mechanic in the game, the only one with the possibility of giving you anything worth more than 2 mirrors, let alone a chance at 8 or a mythical 16. Even having a decent chance at getting 1 to 2 mirrors is insane. But also, while doing that, you're making crazy divine per hours on top. It's just too much. I expect divines to be nerfed a little bit and something involving the merchant duplicate stuff to be adjusted. Or maybe they make Forbidden Tomes a lot more rare so that the margins are slightly smaller for a lot of these farmers. But if Sanctum is nerfed, it's still going to be or maybe profitable next league because of the uniques specific to Sanctum that you farm through it, like Balance of Terrors or Sandstorm Visage, assuming the builds that use those are also nerfed as well. The third thing on my list is another everyone knows is coming, and that's Heatshiver, the unique helmet. Heatshiver, it's just insane on specific builds. It probably provides more damage than GGG wants in the game for that head slot, and it's been doing that for a few leagues now. Will it keep doing that forever? Hell no. With most of these nerfs, that's just how PoE goes. You have a few OP items, a few OP builds, mechanics, skill gems, or archetypes, and you have fun with them while they last. So hopefully you enjoyed Heatshiver while we had it. It was a great helmet. We will miss you. Number 4 is my bingo free space. You could be mad at me for this one. The build defining Ralakesh boots is 4th. It was a free space. Let's be real. It was absolutely a free space because why? Well, they're definitely going to get nerfed in some way by fixing the weapon swap bug. Maybe they'll get adjusted a little bit past that, as it is a really easy and free way to get a ton of charges, a ton of damage, and set yourself up for some Uber boss one-shots. Maybe they want that, maybe they don't. We'll see. Especially if they're introducing new bosses next league, they probably want to axe all the Uber boss one-shot stuff, right? Like, guys, this is going to be like quite a large amount of content. This is going to be a huge one, right? If they add new bosses, they will probably axe all of the cheesy one-shot boss stuff that they've added to the game. So there could be some changes there, but there will absolutely 100% be a nerf, but really a bug fix on the weapon swap bug with Ralakesh boots. If you don't know, the TLDR for this was it was a bug that allowed you to swap weapons to reach the stat requirements of your boots, and you swap back to maintain your charges. But the bug is that you never actually needed to reach the stat requirements for your boots. And just the act of weapon swapping would, for I guess like 1 frame or 1 whatever unit over the internet, it would equip all of your gear for the absolute smallest amount of time, which gave you the Ralakesh charges. So you wouldn't even weapon swap to something that would enable your boots. Your boots are disabled on both weapon swaps, but the act of weapon swapping, for some reason, would give you all of those charges, because that's just how the game's coded. Every time you swap all your weapons, it equips them. And for Ralakesh, that's probably the only unique that is usable with that bug, because it's the only one that's going to give you a huge boost that would be otherwise taken away by not hitting stat requirements. Maybe there's some other crazy stuff you could do, but I mean, it's around for another 2 weeks. Okay, have fun. So yeah, obviously weapon swapping shouldn't equip all of your gear regardless of stat requirements. So, you know, they might change this alongside the bug fix. It's a coin flip for me, but it is one because it's technically getting nerfed. Okay. Bye-bye discharge build. That did look like a kind of fun one. And you didn't even have to weapon swap twice. You could just weapon swap once, and you would just have the same weapon and shield set up on the other. That was cute, though, that discharge build. Number 5. In the flimsiest of my predictions, that's why I put it last. That's why I did the free space on number 4. Are an archetype that's been extremely powerful in League Start builds for a while now. I'm going to list out a couple skill gems, and I want you guys to play a little game with me. Guess what I'm talking about. Exsanguinate, EK, Seismic Trap, Impending Doom, Spark, Lightning Strike, Caustic Arrow. Okay, all of these fantastic builds, and that's because of the Poison Pathfinder paradigm. Even after all the nerfs to Poison, I feel like they'll give one last tap to this archetype, since 3.23 will surely have massive balance changes. I mean, come on. How long can Poison be a meta league archetype for league starters? It feels like it's been years at this point. I remember Poison BV, BFBB Assassin, and Ritual League popping off. It changed to Occultist for a little bit there, and now we're on Pathfinder. Maybe we'll just go back to Assassin again, who knows? But Pathfinder is now the best ascendancy for Poison builds. You have insane recovery if you choose it through the form of the Life Flask node. Crazy elemental mitigation from having triple Ellie Flask. You have a great max fizz hit because you just shift it with Taste of Hate and or a Lightning Coil and Dawnbreaker. And then you just get a bunch of flask suffixes to solve your mana, give you some regen, make your build more comfortable with speed or reduce curse effect, you know, whatever. Blasts are crazy. Pathfinder's crazy. Poison's still good. And it becomes this huge ball of greatness on League Starters, right? Poison, Pathfinder, League Starters are fantastic. They're great builds. Maybe GGG wants to bring Assassin back. Who knows? We'll see. Imagine how crazy that would be. Imagine they don't even nerf Pathfinder, but Assassin comes back and it's just too good not to play. There's no way. Okay, there's no way anybody gives up all the flasks. They would have to nerf it. Anyways, rest in piss, Dedge, whatever, to at least one of these things. Come on, you know, at least Lightning Arrow and Sanctum, okay? 1 and 2, 100%. Heatshiver, maybe. You know, 4, definitely the bug fix. 5, we'll see, okay? If you agree with my prediction, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Personally, what do you think they're going to double tap? Or in this case, in Poison's case, where are they giving the 5th and the 6th tap? Because I feel like they've nerfed it every league for quite some time now. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. All right, peace. Bye.